What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? This is Karuzu from Karuzu's Gaming and Reactions. And yo, I'm back with another breakdown. I just want to talk about my Atlanta Falcons for the last year. I didn't do a video on this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do this video. It's basically a couple screenshots that you're going to see while I'm talking, so never mind that. Alright, I'm just going to scroll through screenshots. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Just give you guys something to look at. So basically, man, what's really going on here with the Falcons here is that everybody's talking about Matt Ryan not being a top 10. He was a top 10 quarterback. He's been a top 10 quarterback in this league for the last 5 or 6 seasons. Even last season when they fell off at game 6, where they just like won 6 games and then they went on that stretch and lost like they lost 7 or 8 games out of their last 10 games or whatever it was. I think they lost like 7 out of their last 10 or 8 out of their last 10 games. So, of last season. I'm talking about the 2015 season. All right, so this is the thing, man. Matt Ryan's a top quarterback. And for all you motherfuckers out there talking about, we'd rather have Vic back, like you really are fucking off your rocker. Nothing against Michael Vick, because I was a big fan of his. Still am a big fan of Michael Vick, but he's not better than Matt Ryan. Anybody who says he's better than Matt Ryan's lying. The only thing Michael Vick was ever better than Matt Ryan at is running around with the fucking football, and that's about it. Other than that, Matt Ryan can make all the throws, all the fucking adjustments. The thing that Matt Ryan did have to work on is his pocket presence and awareness and how to move up and be more, have more agility in the pocket, which he did that this last season. He had just about as good a season as you can have, and he'll have seasons like that where he just go off. And everybody's talking about the offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan, going to taking the HC job out there in San Francisco. Okay, cool. He took a job out in San Francisco. Good for him. Great. That's awesome. I'm happy for Kyle Shanahan. But that has nothing to do with our guys. The offense is still going to be there. They got one of the more better offenses. Actually, they got the best offense in the league. So now I hear people talking about that. Kyle Shanahan gone now. Let's see if they're going to be able to, come the fuck on, bro. You're going to always have those years where it took them a year to learn the system. And then the second year, they just went off. Kyle Shanahan's a great play caller, but the offense is going to largely stay in place. Let's be real. What really lost Atlanta the Super Bowl was play calling in the defense. And it was a young defense. Those guys did a lot. A couple of them guys were rookies on the field asking to be in starting roles. So I don't hear this shit about, they just gave it up. And it was a heartbreaking loss. Yes, it was. It really, really hurt, but they'll be good. They'll be good to go this year. All right, and then just think about it, guys. Just a lot of these, I hear these albums, NFL Network, they love to hate the Atlanta Falcons no matter what. I remember last season before it got started, everybody, Atlanta was winning, and Deion Sanders and I forget the other guy. He used to be the running back for this, LaDainian Tomlinson. That's right. LT. Deion Sanders and LaDainian Tomlinson was sitting down talking to one of the guys working at the NFL Network at the time, and this is how you know these damn analysts don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Now one of these fucking analysts that saw Atlanta won the Super Bowl last season. Matter of fact, a lot of them saying that they would only win about 7 or 8 games. You know what I'm saying? They kept giving Cam Newton and Drew Brees the benefit of the doubt, as if they've proven anything. Okay, yeah, Cam Newton had a good year the year before, but if you really break down that tape, the only thing that got Cam Newton to the Super Bowl that time was defense. Atlanta offense got them there, and the defense could have won the game because defense win championships. There ain't no doubt about that. But they're young defense, people. Young defense. Most of them guys were rookies, and some of them was just in their second year. They did have veteran leadership on the line and things of that nature, but it was a very young defense in key positions. So, and then they didn't have Desmond Trufant, which changed the game. If you got Desmond Trufant, you're locking down one side of the field for the most part. So They were missing one of their best players, and they still managed to make it to the Super Bowl. Either way, and the offense is gonna be there, guys. We got Julio Jones, we got Freeman, we got Coleman, we got other pieces. Some of the things I'm more excited looking about this year is the tight end position. Torlolo seems to be coming on a little bit, but the guy I'm looking most forward to is the guy from Stanford, the new kid Hooper. Austin Hooper can play. He moves a lot like Tony Gonzalez. If you watch him play, he's very fleet-footed. So I'm looking for big things out of him this year as we go forward into 2017. And a lot of things, man, they get into their new building too. You think they're going to have a losing season going into a brand new $1 billion stadium? That's not going to happen, guys. They're going back to the playoffs and probably to the Super Bowl. It's just a matter if they can go ahead and win the NFC Championship game and who they're going to be going against. And Vic Beasley's going to have another one of those banner years that he had last year. He can't just be falling off and shit during the summer. He's going to have to play ball this year too. A lot of those sacks came through to people holding the ball. It came against teams that weren't good. Wasn't good in the first place. Now, his breakout game was against Denver where he had like 3.5 sacks and then everything else started to make sense for him. Hopefully this year things will continue to make sense because they didn't just lose the OC. They also lost their defensive line coach in Brian Cox. I think that's what his name was. I think his name was Brian Cox. I could be wrong. If that was his name, you guys put it in the comment section below. Anyway, so I don't know what people are talking about, especially these professional analysts are talking about when they're talking about, Atlanta ain't going to do this, that, and the other, and the third this year. And I'm thinking to myself, like, where are you guys getting this from? Atlanta's offense shredded most teams that they played against last year, including good teams. They lost against Tampa Bay, but beat the Raiders, which was, people are like, oh my God, okay, look out. Because the Raiders were actually really good last year. The problem with the Raiders is that they're in the AFC. If they're in the NFC, they'd be one of the top teams in the NFC every year. They'd be beating the crap out of everybody. But they're in the AFC, so they got to play the Patriots and the Steelers and Baltimore, and it's just hard to beat those guys. So, yeah, so I don't know why people are talking about the Falcons ain't going to do good. They're going to be very good this year. And they're going to be in a new home. They got a new stadium. It's going to be, hey, listen, I understand. Well, it's like, Jerry, people will point out that Dallas got their stadium, but it didn't make them no better. Okay, I'm not talking about the stadium making them better. I'm just talking about money that's spent in Atlanta being such a great offense. They got a bigger stadium now with a bigger crowd. It just be that much more energy fueling the team, just like it did this year. Georgia Dome was rocking, yo. And the defense, let me tell you something, man. And towards the end of the season, the defense was coming on. You had Jalen Collins playing very good at the corner position, replacing Desmond Trufant. You had a great defensive line that started coming on towards the end of the season. They started making a niche. Grady Jarrett, who only had 3 sacks during the year, went out, busted out, and had 3 sacks in the Super Bowl, where he almost cracked Tom Brady's back wide open and had a tackle where he slammed the dude until he almost cracked his helmet. So, yeah, believe me, the defense is going to be a lot more aggressive because that's how Dan Quinn coaches. Them guys, Keanu Neal and Deion Jones. Now, that's another thing I want to bring up, the linebacker core. Deion Jones just got help from one of his partners, his natural partners in life, in Duke Riley, also from LSU, who used to play with Debo, and they back on the field again, next to each other playing. I heard one of the guys on YouTube, I ain't gonna call his name, but he was freaking out during the draft when the Saints didn't draft Duke Riley because he didn't understand why they keep passing up on LSU players, and the LSU players is the one putting them in the ground. Deion Jones had a freaking pick 6 run back. I'm talking about on Drew Brees in New Orleans. And people just don't understand why they keep skipping over LSU players and going to Ohio and Florida to get linebackers. And Atlanta got probably two of the fastest work. Duke Riley and Deion Jones are going to prove to be a nuisance to most offenses this year. People don't see it coming, but I do. Duke Riley's already started being prepared for the NFL because of his friend Deion Jones, because Deion was bringing Duke around. So Duke is he already up. He ahead of the curve. So they're gonna be dangerous, man. And then you got Keanu Neal, then you got True Fun. Man, that's a deadly backfield, bro. You got Deion Jones, Duke Riley, Keanu Neal, you got True Font on the edge, and then you got Robert Alford. Those are your starters. I think Duke Riley is going to wind up starting over Threezy and the other kid. I can't remember his name. Kamal Ishmael. He's going to probably wind up starting over there too, though, because that's what a battle is. Duke Riley, Threezy, and Kamal Ishmael. But the other positions are locked. True Font, Alford, and Neil Jones. So that's the other linebacker spot. And then they got Tack. All right, the new defensive end. He gonna be up lining up opposite Vic Beasley. So, and then you got your center court. They just got Dimitri Poe. That just made that line more dangerous up front. They probably had to go out and get a guard as well because they lost Chester. So, hopefully they can get that thing ironed out. If they can get that part ironed out, we're good to go. And but Alex Mack is in the middle, so I'm not too much worried about the offensive line because he can run that show there. On the defensive side of the ball, yeah, I was worried about it a little bit because they lost. They lost Babino as the nose, so they're gonna have Dimitri Poe in there, and they got other guys. And they still might sign the old man Freeney back. I hope they do because they need him to help get those guys, set. You know what I mean? Get them lined up, get them set, get them ready to go. And the Freeney is still good enough to play, bro. He's still the man. And if for no other reason, he'll keep those guys coached up and in line. So I think that's where we are on the defense. And I think we got a hell of a defense. It's going to be probably one of the best young defenses in the league this year coming up. And Jalen Collins, not to mention him, he's going to be an extreme, greatly good backup because he did really good last year. Jalen Collins played well, guys. He played good. I mean, he played good enough to kind of, challenge, not True Fun because he ain't better than True Fun, but maybe challenge Alford for his job because Alford left a lot on the field. But Alford is one of them dudes, man. The dude run like a jackrabbit. So when he do get the ball, he have a lot of penalty, but when he get the ball, he gone. You know what I mean? So, it's one of those things. So we'll see. I really love the fact that people kind of sleeping on them again. That's okay. Go ahead, sleep on the Falcons, yo. I'm just trying to nail these damn analysts because they don't know what they're talking about, bruh. They don't know what they're talking about. The Falcons are good. They're better than they were last year, and they're gonna only get better and better and better. So I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, it's all on. Don't tell me the offensive coordinator. They're just so stupid. I hate people that judge football games like that, and they're always wrong. They always call it wrong. Just like Skip Bayless, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers beat Dallas in Dallas during the playoffs does not mean he can go to Atlanta and beat the Falcons as they were playing last year. It's just Matt Ryan. I hate the disrespect that Skip Bayless give Matt Ryan. Oh, it's just Matt Ryan. What the hell that fucking supposed to mean? Matt Ryan thrown for 4,000 yards every year for the last 6 seasons. So that ain't nothing to sneeze at. Why you hating, bitch? And so I like Matt Ryan, and I definitely like our wide receiver because we lost. We didn't lose these guys. We turned them loose. We let go the fullback, Pancake DeMarco. He gone on to another team, but he got paid, which I'm happy for him. Aldrick Robertson, I think we released him as well. He's already off and on to another team. But we kept Turbo Taylor. We got Julio Jones. We got Sanu. We got Hooper. Man, we got guys, and both the running backs can catch. So, and we still got a very formidable wide receiver core. Them guys can all catch provided they all stay healthy. And we got other backup pieces that can also catch. Keep in mind, Matt Ryan some touchdowns to 13 different Falcons last year. 13. They all can catch, bro. So, just who you gonna guard? You know what I mean? So, whatever. I'm so looking forward to the 2017 season. I can't fucking wait till the Falcons start thumping motherfuckers off. And people start sitting back like, wow. Wow, bitch, how you didn't see this coming? It's over, homeboy. It's over. This shit is over. Season's over with, homeboy. Y'all niggas garbage. Anyway, if you like my video, guys, come on, like, subscribe to a brother, and share this video, man. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. This is Caruso's Gaming Reactions. We'll see you in the next video.